Hey guys, this is an overview slash review of the KWA M9 PTP. It's one of their pistols that is very nice, and now I thought about that and I've decided that pretty much all of their pistols are pretty nice. Now I've only used this one once, but the time that I did use it, it was very accurate. I think I used 0.25 gram BBs and it shot very accurately, and I believe I was getting pretty decent accuracy from 75 to 100 feet, so I'm quite pleased with it. Now I'm more of a 1911 platform type person. Those are the guns that I've owned the most. So when I first got this one, I was expecting the grip to be a lot wider, because of the other M9s that I felt in the past. The width wise, I wasn't very happy with, and the 1911s to me are a little bit thinner. Now you can see that the actual mag, the place where the mag goes in, is actually pretty thin, but they do widen it up a little bit with these grips right here. So I'm not sure if these can be changed out, but I'm assuming that they can be if you wanted something more low profile. But overall, the gun is very comfortable. It's one of the most comfortable I've held, and very comfortable. And I believe, let's see, it is pretty much ambidextrous. It's really the only thing you need though is the safety that's ambidextrous. The mag release is not ambidextrous, though I don't know of any pistols that are, and if there are, go ahead and let me know. The mag is a double stack mag, so it holds quite a bit. The thing with double stack mags is you got to make sure that they stack right so that you get your full capability there. I know I have problems with double stacking sometimes where the BBs don't fall alternating on alternating sides, which can lead to some jams, but I use KWA Perfect BBs, and those diameter, I think it's a 5.95 millimeter plus or minus, 2 millimeter, 0.2 millimeters or something like that. I'll have to correct myself later, but that's what I use, and those tend to not give me any problems. I run green gas. I use green gas to break it in, and then I run propane after that. That's just my preference. This gun shoots about 320 to 350, I believe, and I will correct myself again afterwards if I get that wrong. Other than that, I mean, the grips here are plastic, but they're a very aggressive grip, so even with gloves on, you shouldn't have any problem gripping it. The safety is different than what I'm used to on the 1911s that I've owned. It's just a flip down, which prevents the slide from coming back instead of some sort of trigger safety or something like that. The pullback, very sturdy sounding. The whole thing is metal. The internals are metal. The mag is metal. Overall, a very nice build. You can see the trigger distance for the trigger pull. Well, that wasn't a good one here. You can see how long that is. And then of course it's semi-automatic because it's a gas gun and it is blowback. See down through the top, just the regular air nozzle and the loader. The thing, the part that feeds the BBs in, actually, I started noticing even after just the first few rounds started wearing a bit, but I'm assuming that initial wear is the worst that it's going to get, and then after that it will just start to act, it won't get any worse than that. The hop-up is KWA's hop-up key, so it's this little star type shape deal in here that you have to push the key in and rotate that way. And if you buy one of these new, it comes with the key as well. The hop-up is very good on this gun, as is with most of KWA's weaponry. Other than that, I mean, it's a pistol, so it's a short barrel, but the accuracy for how short it is right up there with the MP9 and the MP7, which have a little bit longer of a barrel, but isn't exactly comparable to this. One more feature that I want to point out is the little the pistol mounts for the sling or a bungee or whatever you want to use, or pistol lanyard, I guess they're technically called. So if you're worried about your gun flying and coming out of your holster or dropping it when you're running, it will stay tethered to you. Now, the story about this one, you can see there's some battle scars on it. The first time I used it, my holster broke and it flew about 20 to 25 feet in front of me, landed on gravel and skidded across the road, and it still works fine. And all that happened was a little bit of the rock damage right here, and that's pretty much it. So overall it holds up really well. It is feel like the real thing. I got to go ahead and shoot the real steel version last spring break, which was pretty awesome to get to hold that one and shoot this one and feel the weight. And overall, if you put these side by side, you really can't tell the difference. I mean, besides the orange barrel and the logo and all that. Another thing, some people might ask if the barrel's threaded. It is not threaded. It is just a barrel with no threads, just paint. And so unfortunately, if you want to put a suppressor on one straight out of the factory, you cannot. You'll have to get this threaded aftermarket. So anyway, this is the KWA M9 PTP. Great gun, and I really enjoyed it. And one more thing about the M9 that I just finished reviewing, I forgot to mention. You see this is the mag here, and then this is the floor plate. This is the only part that I dislike about the whole gun, especially after taking it apart in between the last section of the video and this section of the video. This is the only part that I dislike. If you look here, let me adjust a little better. Right here, there's supposed to be a little bit of a lip there that catches inside there. You see how thin they are? Even though they're long, they're very thin. So from a statics or strengths analysis standpoint, that needs to be about twice that thick in order for it to survive, especially on the part of the gun here that's going to get banged around a lot. So that's the only part I dislike. I'm going to have to use some JB weld. I got my steel stick here that I'm going to use to reattach it, and be careful not to cover up my fill valve, and hopefully it'll be good as new. So thanks for watching.